Lucas, are you ready to party? Binge ready to party. Man, it's binge ready since we got here. Alrighty. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Z1 install video. And today we're installing our Z1 steering wheel on Brad's G37. Now, we do have two options available for your G37. We have carbon fiber Alcantara as well as leather. Today, we're going to go with the leather option because that's what Brad selected, but they fit both the same. So for today's video, very small assortment of tools. It's not too difficult of an install. We're going to need an impact, some sockets, a ratchet, flathead screwdriver, as well as a T30 Torx bits, which we're going to be using to take the airbag off of the car, as well as a T40 for the steering wheel controls as well. So the first thing you want to make sure you do before you start is you want to actually disconnect the negative battery terminal. You are dealing with an airbag, which kind of is an explosive. So yeah, you don't want that setting off in the middle of the install. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and then we'll get started. We're going to go ahead and disconnect the battery terminal. It's a 10 mil, pretty easy. Let's make sure that we have it going the right way first. All right, we're going to disconnect the battery terminal. It's just a 10 mil. Just going to loosen this one up. There we go. Get it off to the side so you don't get the charge back. Okay, all right. Now we're going to move on to disconnecting the steering wheel from the inside of the car. All right, so we're going to get to taking the stock steering wheel off the car. We're going to get the stock steering wheel off of the car. This thing needs some door stays, now available at z1motorsports.com. Make this install a whole lot easier. So before you start taking the wheel off and taking everything apart, you want to make sure that the wheel is straight, because as you start messing with things, you could run the risk of messing up your alignment. So to avoid all of that, make sure the wheel is straight. And there's going to be these two tabs right here on the inside. You're just going to take a flat head screwdriver and you're going to pop those off. Oh, there it goes. Well, be careful because it is a projectile. There's a cap on either side. Take a flathead screwdriver. You can also use a plastic trim tool, take it out, something small, but as you can see, it pops right out. All right, so once you've popped those little clips off, as you can see on the inside, you're going to get a Torx bit, and for this you need a T30 tamper-resistant Torx bit. Now, it's going to be different than your traditional Torx, just because you're going to have this little hole in the middle. What that's going to do is that's going to make it so that it's basically a security key, so that you can't take away the steering wheel. So it's just going to go right in here, and then you're just going to crack it loose, like that. And then, of course, you're going to get this one loose, and then there's going to be the one on the other side as well. It takes a bit of motivation, but eventually you'll get it out. There you go, just be careful not to drop it. Looks just like that. Put those off to the side, and then you're going to get the one on the other side as well. Yeah, you don't want that to happen, but that's okay, because it was just... So now that we got the Torx removed, you want to be very careful when removing the airbag. You do have these two plugs that attach into the steering wheel. This is why you want to disconnect your negative terminal, because messing with these could cause the airbag to go off.
Oh no!
So you take a pick tool. You can use a flathead screwdriver, but a pick tool is a bit more recommended just because the just because the clips are small. So you're just going to very carefully flip up these little black tabs here on both sides.
Careful, SpongeBob! SpongeBob, careful! Careful, SpongeBob! Careful, SpongeBob!
There you go, there's one. And there's two, and then you just pull them off. And there you go, just like that. All right, and just like that, we have taken off the airbag. You want to put this somewhere else carefully, just in a safe place. Alrighty. So once the scary part is over and you have the airbag removed from the steering wheel, you're going to get to these T40 Torx. They're going to be different than the T30s that we use because they are not the tamper-resistant ones. These are just your normal T40s. And then you're just going to take it, you're just going to loosen up these two. Remove that there, and get the other one. Pretty simple. Alrighty, cool. Okay, got those both removed. Put those off to the side. and then you're going to get these two wires. You're going to get a ground here. You're going to just remove the ground there, and then you're going to get this final clip on this side. There we go, just like that. And then to take the actual steering wheel off, it's going to be a 19mm socket. What we're going to do is we're going to crack it loose with the ratchet. We're going to loosen it with the impact. Now, we're not going to take the steering wheel all the way off, just because to remove the steering wheel, depending how old your car is or how much you've used it, may be a little bit of a fiddle to get it off, and you don't want to punch yourself in the face with the steering wheel. So we're going to be a little bit more proactive, and you're just going to kind of hit it just to knock it loose, just like that. And then now you can take your 19mm socket off, and then the steering wheel, make sure you remove those wires. Should come out with it. So there's a bracket here, and then let me see. Oh, here we go. Okay, so I'm going to move the airbag wires just like that, feed them through the back of the steering wheel, and then there you go. Your steering wheel is out of the car. Alrighty, so now that the steering wheel is out of the car, horn plate is removed. What we're going to do is we're going to remove this plastic backing from the back of the steering wheel. There's a couple tabs on the inside that might make your life a little bit easier to remove it. You could also use a plastic trim tool, but we're just going to push these out. One here, one there, one here as well. There we go. All right. Pop the back off. Now with the back of the steering wheel off, we're going to take off the steering wheel controls. It's going to be 3 Phillips head screws. You're going to have 2 on the top here, and then you're going to have 1 on the bottom down here. So you're just going to get to unscrewing those. We got 1, 2, and 3. There we go. Just make sure you retain the factory hardware. Don't lose those screws. Alrighty. And then the wiring harness comes with it. And then what you're going to do is you're going to start by just repeating everything with the new steering wheel in the reverse process. Alrighty. So now you're going to take the steering wheel controls, put them in the new steering wheel. Just put it on the reverse process. Make sure the controls go the inside of the steering wheel. Should just fit right in. And then find those screws. They're all the same sizes, so it doesn't matter which one goes where, but just be careful because they are small. All right, there's 1, there's 2, and 3. So now we're going to get to putting the horn bracket back in. It's going to be, you got these 2 springs that came out when you loosen the horn bracket, so we're going to put those in first. Along there are these, I don't know, not recessed, but these grooves are. Oh, there it goes. Well, we lost the spring, but it's fine. Retain the spring. Sorry, let me see. Yeah, just to make sure the spring and the holes line up. It's a bit of a fiddle, but it all fits, sort of. There. Alrighty. And then you're going to take the T40 Torx that you removed, the factory hardware, and kind of just get those back, line everything up. All right, so you take the T40 Torx that you left in the car, and then kind of just going to push down the springs just a little bit, get it to line up, and then lightly thread them in. Get them on both sides. Get the threads started. Come on. There we go. All right. So just lightly tighten these down. You don't want to crank these because it is your horn. After all, it needs to be functional. And then, so the Torque 40 screws are tightened just a little bit. You can, a little bit more just to make sure that it's a snug fit. You want to over tighten this or crank these down, because after all, this is your horn plate, and you want to be able to push on the horn so that it would work. Otherwise, if you crank this down, you won't have a horn, or you will have a horn. You'll have all of the horn because it won't stop beeping. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to take off this cap that we supply to protect the splines, and then we're going to install the back plastic plating of the steering wheel. So just clip right into place, just like that, pretty easy. And now the steering wheel is ready to go back in the car. Okay, so. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the steering wheel back on the, alrighty. So next, what we're gonna do before we put the steering wheel back onto the car, you're gonna take the ground back onto the horn, and just leave that there. It just makes your life easier when reinstalling the steering wheel. And then what you want to do is you want to make sure when installing the steering wheel that the notch on the steering rack is facing directly upwards. That's how you know your steering wheel is properly aligned. That way the steering wheel can go on properly, just like that. Pretty easy. You're going to take the harness for your controls, clip that in, feed the airbag wires through the bottom of the steering wheel. Make sure you do not zap your steering wheel on until this part is done, because you will have to take your steering wheel back off, which is not good. And then put them through the retaining clip on the bottom of the steering wheel, just like that. And then you can thread your 19mm nut back on. Take your impact. Just like that. And now you will have your airbag like this. And then obviously, in this case, the yellow goes with yellow and the orange goes with orange. So you're just going to put those clips back on the right way. Like that. They just pop right in. Make sure the black tabs go down. That's how you know it's in place. And then line your airbag with the center of the steering wheel. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take those T30 tamper-resistant Torx and then line them up with the inside the steering wheel. Just line it up like that. Tighten it down. Is it even? There it goes. Cool. Alrighty. Thread that in there. Alrighty, just tighten it down. Again, it just needs to be snug. Doesn't have to be cranked. And don't forget your plastic pieces. Put that over there. And then last thing, you want to make sure you reconnect your negative battery terminal. And then that's it. You're done. Fire the car up. Make sure all the controls work. And that's how easy it is to install a Z1 steering wheel on your G37. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment on which how-to videos you want us to do next.